Hello everyone, it's Zeno again, and today we're going to be talking Flicker Strike. So with Mayhem around the corner, I wanted to make a Flicker Strike build because whenever you can combine a movement skill with reasonable, sustainable, clear, and decent survivability, you have yourself a really fast build. Regardless if it's a tier A-list skill or whatever, movement speed is the best utility stat you can get in the game. Flicker Strike will automatically teleport you on top of a monster with multi-strike and all sorts of new ascendancy gimmicks that have been around for about a year and a half. You could probably make a really fast Flicker Striker. Slayer is popular, and I may consider making it that because Flicker is all about frenzy charge conservation. There's multiple ways you can generate frenzy charges now, but if you could figure out a way to sustain them quite actively, you're good to go. And I think one of the best ways to do it is actually Debonair's Dirge. Debonair's Dirge Flicker Strike I think would be insane. So I wanted to try either speccing that out and seeing if I could just use Elemental for a while, just still go pure cold, and then swap to Debonair's Dirge. If you guys don't know what this item is, it came out recently and at first it seemed like really iffy, but I think with Debonair's Dirge, we can make a decent Flicker Strike build because of attacks per second. So first things first, you got yourself a ton of cold damage and a little bit of physical damage here. So the only way you can really make this physical damage become cold is through conversion gimmicks, and I'm not sure if it's really worth it. You're probably better off just keeping the physical damage and just scaling this cold. So it's a bunch of flat cold. You got 350 to 500. It's not on, you're good. I'm recording for a YouTube video. Sorry. Alright, so anyways, we have 350 to 500 cold damage, and the attacks per second is 1.3. So it's pretty slow, but Flicker Strike will be able to carry this thing. We'd even get to the bread and butter about how good this Debonair's Dirge is. So Flicker Strike here grants 20% more attack speed, which is additive with multi-strikes, and you get increased attack speed per frenzy charge. And you need to get frenzy charges anyways because the cooldown is bypassed by expending one. So this means that you need to generate one frenzy charge per multi-strike flicker. Now, one multi-strike flicker will kill a white pack with ease. Generally speaking, it could kill a blue pack with ease. So you can generate frenzy charges no problem if you have one or two sources of frenzy charge generation. So Debonair's Dirge is a great way for me to play it as Slayer. It also gives us 150% increased elemental damage if you used a Warcry recently. So that's 150 wed. It's pretty insane. And then you get movement speed if you use a Warcry recently, which Flicker Strike we don't really need. I guess it's okay if you're walking from pack to pack. And Warcries knock enemies back in an area, which isn't that bad because I'll just teleport onto them anyways. So this is the first way I was thinking about playing Flicker. The other way I was thinking about playing Flicker is a little bit more off meta, but it would make sense. So the first thing is Walk the Ether. Movement skills cost no mana. Flicker Strike is tagged movement. You get 20% increased attack speed if you used it recently. So if I use Flicker Strike, I get attack speed. And then it grants attack speed and mana. So it grants mana, which means maybe I'll pick up some more mana here, attack and cast speed, and then mana here. 20% chance to recover 10% of your maximum mana when you use a skill. So this guy costs 0 mana, and 10% of the time when I use it, I also gain mana back, which is great for Mind Over Matter. So let's continue down here. Granting Frenzy Charge on kill as well as Power Charge on kill will allow us to be sustainably good for just anything, really. And the chess piece I was honestly thinking about using for this is Restless Ward. I've been testing it on a Glacial Cascade Pathfinder, and having a 20-second uptime on your charges is incredible. I'm able to use both Rallying Cry and Enduring Cry because of this, so I get Rallying Cry, which is great for Mind Over Matter with that mana regen, and it gives global damage, which is good always. On top of that, you can keep up your frenzy charges on bosses now. In 22 seconds, you could probably kill a boss. You really can. 22 seconds is sustainable with the boss change. 10 seconds, it's a little tricky. If they have any invulnerability stuff, you know, the harder ones, they most likely will have ads in which you could kill an ad once every 22 seconds, generally speaking. And then I would finish it off with Ghost Dance. which is dodge and spell dodge. So we could go dodge mind over matter, and that's exactly what I'm playing right now on this Pathfinder, and it's proven to be really good. I am dodge cap 75-75 with Val Grace. Without Val Grace, I'm like 75-62, something like that. No, 62-46, something like that with a quartz flask. And granted, that's as a Pathfinder using a quartz flask. But Val Grace will put us at cap, and there's additional 5 right here on top of your quartz, on top of acrobatics. So pretty freaking good. All right, let's see. I think we'll go Trickster. Let's try out Trickster. I haven't played one yet, and this is one of those instances where the Trickster is good. It's really freaking good. So that is Shadow. All right, so we'll probably go this one right away and rule out any kind of mana cost, or this one to sustain it. We'll go Swift Killer, Walk the Ether, Weave the Arcane, and then probably Ghost Dance. Let's see what we got here for passives. Let's go Elemental. We'll go Elemental, and we're going Mind over Matter. So options are Hyone's Fury. We're going to use Lycosidae for Elemental Overload purposes. Let's see. We are not going to go that way. Okay, so we can use Ice Bite. Ice Bite's really good with Flicker because of the whole Frenzy Charge generation. I'm not sure what weapon we could use. Alright, but we can use Cold Steel if... Oh, you know what would be insane with this build? Oh, shoot. You know what would be insane with this build? I guess you wouldn't get Lycosidae, but... Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. White Wind. Cold damage, attack speed, crit, evasion, dagger, and if you're not wearing a shield or an offhand, you get 100% increased cold damage and 20% dodge. This thing would be awesome for this build. Sad face. It's not out yet. So we could go Lycosidae with a one-hander. EO is right next to Hyone's. Yeah, let's try Hyone's. I think Hyone's Fury would be really good with this. I will pick that up. Maybe I'll pick that up. AoE is good. AoE is very good. Let's see, we have our 90. Oh, I have more than 92 mana because we're a Trickster. Okay, elemental damage, yes. Global elemental damage is really good right now. Okay, so 85 points. I don't think I could get anything up there. We definitely want elemental overload. Jewel. I'm going to take your points out of this. I don't think I'll need it. Going that way. We're good here. So, do I have to go down here? Yeah, this looks alright. Can I benefit from here? Cold Steel. We're looking at swords. So, there's nothing swords up here. Wedette Guardian. Yeah, that's not bad. For 2 points, it's not bad. 2 points here, 2 points here, 2 points here. Because this is just elemental dominion. I don't need that at all. That's just int. Okay. Elemental. Well, for once I'm not picking that up and I don't need to. Wow. Never thought of that. Let's see. We go down here. Cold Steel would affect this. Does it affect the sword wheel? No. If only. Is there another jewel around here? No. Cold Steel would be so good. Oh no, we're not going Cold Steel. We're going Static Electricity. Static Electricity would be what we would use. But unfortunately, both of those are like no man's land. This one would be okay because this, but we're not going physical, so it's not okay. We could do this. Unless we could think of another weapon. We'll take a look at some other weapons that are out there. We could go the physical variant, but right now I'm spec elemental. I could easily switch this to physical, and I'm going Hyone's Frenzy Charge. I have Mind Over Matter. I have EO, dodge. I don't have dodge. So yeah, God, that pathing though. We're gonna have to make better use of this tree. Okay, let's figure out what weapon we're going to use so I can fix up that bottom part of the tree. Let's see. Unique weapons. PoE. What's up, Snow Kitties? And we can also use optional chests. Is this guy, or I might just use Restless Ward. PoE. I like this chest. Underrated chest. I'm using it right now. Long duration of charges is great. Okay, so this is +2 to movement gems, okay. Attack speed is okay. Increased damage with movement skills is very good, 50%. Increased attack casting speed if you used a movement skill recently, so it's also 25% attack speed. Gives 10% movement speed. This thing is incredible, just doesn't have HP. So that's not that good. Restless Ward is stupid good because 80 life, 25 mana. It's mind over matter, so it's not bad together. Movement speed per frenzy charge, it's alright. Increased duration of endurance, frenzy, and power charges, which is huge for bossing. And 30 life per endurance charge, so it's an additional 90 life just by itself. Cool, Snowkey's making a YouTube video right now. Thanks for tuning in. Alright, let's see. If we go Lycosidae, we can go EO. I love Lycosidae. If you can use it, use it. Dietus. How is Dietus? Flicker. 1.5 fire damage in the main hand. With Ignite chance. What's its LE DPS? That doesn't have it. Oh, because it... Let's figure out its LE DPS. So 285 to 330. That's really average. I like that. That's very consistent hits. Whoops, to 330. Divide by 2. Multiply by 1.49. So, wow. That is really strong. It's strictly fire damage, though. Which means Brutus's lead freaking sprinkler. Oh my. And that is obtainable. But then I need to go... Then I'm not a Trickster. That's a whole different build. Brutus's lead sprinkler flicker would probably be one of the fastest clear speed builds in the entire game. Now that I'm thinking about it. You have 1,000,000 HP. You get all that strength, and you just use Lycosidae Brutus's lead sprinkler. Why? What am I doing with my life? Why haven't I thought of that? I could race with that. Okay, so I'd go Raider and then convert. I've been waiting for this build. I've been waiting for the next Strength Raider. Okay, this is junk. Okay, so this we convert everything in here to Strength instead of Int. I'm going to try and buy one right now, see if it's obtainable. So this is all Strength. We want this. Oh my, we get this. We go this way for sure. Oh my god, we get Primeval Force. So good. 1, 2, 3. Sure, we'll go this way and I'll go this way. So, in terms of strength here, that's good. Okay, and then we convert this one as well, so we don't go that way. Instead, we go this way, up here. Okay, we can get this because there's 20 strength, and this crit chance and accuracy is useless because Lycosidae, so skip. But we do get that. We lose out on this, that means. But we get, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. So 7 plus the strength it gives. That's worth it. All those suck. That pathing is all doo-doo. This is elemental damage, so it's fine. This is good. This is strength. Okay, we need frenzy charges. This is also strength, so we'll get that. I'll pick that up. Strength. It's life. Okay, now we go to the actual strength class. This also converts here. Let's get all the strength in here. Okay, we don't go that way. Can I convert here? No, there's no point converting, so we come down this way. Get that frenzy. Wow, that pathing is a little atrocious. And then we go up here for the rest. Okay, so now we find out what's fluff and what isn't. Okay. Okay, I don't need that. How much HP do I have? 233, so I can drop this. Done. Build done. Oh, you're saying go like this. What's the only reason I'm pathing this way is strength. All right, so let's figure out how much strength this point here gives. So it converts everything in a large radius. Okay, so first off, it gives 24 freaking strength. So we'll remember that. Let's count now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Plus it gives another 10 strength. 13 plus 24. That's 154 strength right there. 154. Oh, totally. This is a D3 clone we're playing right now. That's really, really good for Brutus's Lead Sprinkler. On top of that, we get 6 pen wed and 5 pen in wed. So we're getting 11 pen with that much strength, all within this area. So this will keep us alive, obviously. And now let's see the strength that gets converted here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 94 strength right there. There's another 20 here. And I'm actually going to need some of this dex. Actually, I should have no problem with dex. So that's that. This is just elemental damage and HP, and there's a 20 strength in there. So this side, if we convert here, we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plus 24, 104 total in this area. And then 20 strength here, 20 strength here, 20 strength, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 jewel. And then that won't be converted, whatever. So we're going to have enough strength to pull this off. We have enough wed. I understand if I do that, but this is still strength. I mean, I can do that. By doing this, I guess I save a point, but I lose 20 strength now. Because this is dex. Because it's not converted. These two. But I guess I can do that. Yeah, that works. That does work. It is 1 point saved. 1 point sooner. Where? Here? You want me to put a point here? What do you want me to take out? Oh, I could take the triple strength node. Yeah. Yeah. Zan Mercury. I'm really dumb and you're right. The duelist. What's wrong with this? What's wrong with this node? This is 3 points, this is 2, but this is strength and this is Brutus's Lead Sprinkler. So I think this is fair. Zan Mercury, we're right here though, I'll give you that one. This is 20 strength when you convert it. Yeah, well this is 2 points and you get 30 and you still get 10 dex. That's 40 attributes versus 20, dummy! This is another one you can convert if you ever feel like it. You can go straight up. But then you're probably going to lose out on these goodies. This is still decent for Lead Sprinkler just because it does give so much strength. Attack speed, block, and this is movement speed and crit, which is good for EO. We don't have EO. So that... don't have EO. Should I get EO? Could I play the EO game? Fuck. I mean, that makes me want to play more Ascendant. Yeah, this is Lead Sprinkler. What's up, Rasmuses? And Crowd Control. I don't use path building. I try to do it on my own. So, obviously we get the Frenzy Charge node if we're going Flicker. Yeah, that's really good for bossing as a Flicker Striker. Phasing's important, even though I'm playing Flicker, it's still really, really important. Just so you ever get caught. Dodge is good. And then this is just damage, movement speed. Immune to elemental ailments is really good. 10 spell dodge and elemental damage. I guess I could get Onslaught. Buff the hell out of my Onslaught. And the reason I say this is attacks per second is seriously everything for an elemental build. But I would also just burn through my frenzy charges more so. No, I wouldn't. I mean, Flicker should kill most bosses, and then just go Frenzy and Flicker again. Still probably the fastest deeps you can get. I'll play the hell out of this build. I'm doing good, Rasmus. Rasmus 5 or Rasmus K5%. Rasmus. All right, let's see how much they're going for. Hopefully they've plummeted it in price. Brutus is Lead Sprinkler. If not, we'll look them up on Turmoil. I could buy one there and just wait. 4 Exalts. That's not too bad. Why would you corrupt this? Like, what is wrong with you guys? Why would you get rid of elemental damage on this? Like, seriously, what planet? Are you going for Fire Leech? So you're going to risk it all? Risk this beautiful weapon for Fire Leech and get rid of the wet? Like, please. Some people's kids, man. You just never know. And these are all slow as hell. 8 Exalts for this. Let's see if he wants to do a trade. Da da. Da da. Da da. Culling? I guess culling. That's, yeah, culling is better. But still, it's such a rare weapon right now. He may have gotten it from the series Arsenal or something like that. Let's see, I'm doing the trade because I don't have the currency for it, but I got it. Something worth more. Let's see if he'll take the bite. Dun dun, dun dun. It's not bad. It's a good trade. Like, this is worth more than a Brutus's Lead Sprinkler. Well, at least in my opinion. It's a level 4 in power. Yeah, it's a pretty hard thing. It's not like I'm offering him junk. I'm giving him a legitimate option here. It's a league-specific item. So Brutus's Lead Sprinkler drops in Torment League. Zoned currently doesn't have Torment, so the only way you can get it is through Jack-in-the-Box, or one of the series Arsenal, I think it is. Time Lost Relic. So that's just one unique out of a slew of how many uniques you have to get lucky with. You can get it from Parandus. Kadiros has it a lot. So in Turmoil and Mayhem, it is quite common. They're going for about 30 to 40 C over Turmoil, and that's really cheap. So that's why. Let's see, last bid. But I'm still going to play this. I'm going to upload this to YouTube as is. So, Brutus's Lead Sprinkler, if you guys are unaware what it does, let's talk about it. This is, in my opinion, the strongest one-handed weapon and two-handed weapon in the game. It's not even two-handed, but it is insane. You can get 1500 strength with relative ease right now in the game through Alberyn's Warpath, the Emperor's Mastery Jewel, and Zoph's Blood. Now, don't get me wrong, those are big ticket items, but 25% increased strength. You can get 1500 strength. I did it as a witch. Reply. He did reply. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. So Brutus's Lead Sprinkler gives you 4 to 7 fire damage per 10 strength. And assuming you have 1500 strength and like beautiful end-game gear, we'll just talk about that. I have achieved it personally, and other people have as well, so it's not so bad. So you have 1500 strength. We're going to divide that by 10, right? Okay, so we're going to multiply 4 by 150. So we get 600 minimum damage, and now we'll do the same with this 7. That's our maximum damage. And then we're going to add the 2 together. We're going to divide it by 2, and then we're going to multiply by 1.44. So with 1800 strength, just the flat fire damage of this weapon is 1100, almost 1200 elemental DPS. And assuming you do have Avatar of Fire, don't forget, because you're using Zoph's Blood. So this gets converted to, which will boost it by another 100 DPS. So the elemental, half of that physical will give us about another 100 elemental DPS. We're sitting at like 1,300 elemental DPS for a freaking one-hander. Did I mention it also gives 30 fire damage and 16% increased elemental damage? You can seriously make any build around this and you'll succeed. $1,500 strength is easy to achieve if you actually just get 50 strength on everything. The best thing about this weapon is it's a level 28 weapon. So at level 28, your build starts and you're going to fly through content. You don't even have multi-strike at level 28, for God's sake. So, pretty good. Level 28 weapon, everybody. Level 28, you get it. This weapon will have more DPS at level 28 than the average weapon will have at like level 60. And I'm not exaggerating. By level 28, you could be at like 400 strength with these because there's all these leveling uniques. You got Meginord's Vice. That's 100 strength right there, guys. Where is it? Meginord. Bum, bum, bum. And they buffed it recently. I guess I could just use the wiki. Maybe I put it in my keep tab because I'm so in love with it. There it is. 100 flat strength for a level 35 item. So you still don't even have multi-strike on when this goes on. And it gives you 2% life regenerated per second when you have 400 strength. So when you put this on, you're around 400 strength. And now your Brutus' Lead Sprinkler is just going to mow through things. Anyways, YouTube, I'm going to have to make this bill. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to... you don't have to like and subscribe. But I'm going to say it anyways. Cheers, I'm out.